A lot of people seem curious and impressed. I guess they're just thinking about the fact that for me, I was drafted into the NFL, played 8 years, which as Dan said, that's almost 3 times more longer than normal. And I won a Super Bowl playing for my hometown team. I mean, just imagine it. Playing in the NFL and winning a Super Bowl, bringing it home. I mean, it's the kind of thing that if you weren't sitting here right now, focused in comfortably, if you didn't hear me speaking and see me as living proof, some might say it feels like a dream or a fantasy. Now just imagine if this fantasy is your actual experience. Grateful as I feel right now, this is an actual experience for my life. It's really funny. A lot of times when I meet new people, most people don't get to play pro sports. So when you think about it, it makes total sense. This lady said to me the other day, "Wow, that is incredible. You mean to tell me you were born in Pittsburgh, played for the Steelers, and you won the Super Bowl? That is amazing." I've always wondered, what would that feel like for me if I won the Super Bowl? I bet that feels spectacular, am I right? She is right. Winning the Super Bowl, it's a feeling that you already know, all of us know deep down. A feeling that you're very intimately familiar with. We all have memories, right? So just go back into your mind right now. Go back to the memories from back then. The ones that gave you the butterflies, that feeling of excitement in your stomach. The sensations, the moments that made your pulse race and your breath shallow. You hear your heart beating in your ears. See those things now. Things that took you to levels of pleasure, fulfillment, satisfaction. It felt so right. It almost feels wrong. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, the kind of thing that just spins around and around in your mind like a vinyl record, obsessing. You try to stop thinking about this, but here it comes again, round and round and round, obsessing. You obsess about this because you just want to feel this all the time, forever. That's what it feels like to win the Super Bowl. It's really funny. I think back to that year. If you go to Google right now and said, who won the Super Bowl in 2005? Of course, it's going to say the Pittsburgh Steelers. What it doesn't tell you is the story about how this team in that championship came together. So I'm going to tell you. So just picture it. We're just about 3/4 of the way into the 2005 NFL season. Thinking back to when the season began, we had big hopes, high expectations for the year. Because you go back to 2004, that year the Pittsburgh Steelers, we had the best record in the entire NFL with 15 wins and 1 defeat. And that 1 defeat was in week 2. We won a lot. So going into the season, obviously, we're feeling pretty confident. Now, in that season, we accomplished a lot of things. Our quarterback was the Rookie of the Year. And we made it all the way to the AFC Championship. 1 step short of what the actual goal is, the Super Bowl. Not yet, though. Thanks to this guy, Brady. I don't know if you heard of him. I digress. So, we're 11 games in. We just lost our 3rd consecutive game of the season. If we lose even 1 more, we're mathematically eliminated from playoff contention, and our dreams of being the Super Bowl, that will be over. All of a sudden, everyone's feeling panicked. The fans are really freaking out. I mean, I remember hearing on talk radio in Pittsburgh, the guy was saying, he said, the Steelers right now, they're way too deep in the hole. They're out. But of course, us, the guys, we're saying all the right things. I mean, I'm reading, seeing nothing but positive quotes in the paper. I even said to a journalist in the TV interview, hey, relax. We got this. Just take a deep breath. All right? We'll just keep going deeper into the season, 1 game at a time. No problem. Now, Coach, Hall of Fame head coach, Bill Cowher, don't know if you heard of this guy either, but, I mean, Coach right now, he's focused, he's dialed in. Think about it. There's got to be a reason this guy's a Hall of Fame coach. Now, Coach has a deeper understanding of what everyone's feeling right now. I remember I envisioned in that team meeting after the 3rd loss, the coach will come in and give it to us good. Really tear us a new one for not playing up to our potential. But, I shit you not, What he said in this meeting shattered my reality. It completely changed my perspective on what I believed it took to get a team to adopt the necessary mindset to achieve our biggest professional goals. So coach walks in, stands in front of the group, and everyone goes silent in anticipation of what was about to happen. And he spoke and he said, guys, listen to me very carefully. When you think about where you are right now in this season, realize that you don't know what you don't know. And believe it or not, it's what you don't know that you don't know that's running the show, called your career and your life right now. And think about this for a moment, guys. Since you don't know what you don't know, how do you know what you believe you do know is right? Don't answer me now, just relax and consider what I'm saying. You don't know what you don't know. I told you it gets deep, right?